This is the Sports Gambling Podcast live on VSIN, the Sports Betting Network.
Welcome back, everyone. Sports Gambling Podcast live here on VSiN. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
I took a quick trip out of the studio only to see the slop in DC for that UFL game. My goodness.
UFL. We won't be giving out any UFL picks because they had back-to-back weeks where the playoffs are already clinched.
It's a bye week. It's a bye week.
The league is a complete clown show, but you can make some money. We did record a podcast, also just a Patreon episode of us making fun of the league. But we're here talking real baseball. That's right. College World Series is here. You can download the free College World Series betting guide over at VSiN.com/CWS. That's VSiN.com/CWS. Make sure you grab that. Joining us now on the line from the College Baseball Experience, courtesy of the Progressive Guest Line. You know him, you love him, Mr. Noah Bieniek. Noah, regionals kicking off here, and of course these teams are competing for a right to get to the full World Series there in Omaha. Lot of wild action. Give me the craziest thing that happened today in the regionals if people missed it. There were some upsets. Our buddy Colby, his ECU Pirates won outright as big dogs. What was the craziest thing you saw?
Well, first off, the writers of that guide over there did a tremendous job. Grissom and Quentin Mills from NCAA Insiders, they always put a ton of effort into that prior to the tournament beginning. But I was feeling on top of the hill in the first half. The morning slate of NCAA tournament, like March Madness, you know, I was absolute money, 4-0 on my card, and then it's chaos has ensued in the nightcap. You had Vanderbilt getting no hit through 6 innings by Wright State, who is basically a 16 seed going up against number 1 overall. And Wright State pulled their pitcher after 75 pitches with a no hitter going. Vanderbilt hits a controversial home run, 2-run homer that could have been foul that wins them that game basically. And we've also got one seed that's gone down. Oregon State loses to a 4 seed in St. Mary's, and that's basically like a 13 beating a 4 in college basketball. And we've got 3 1 seeds currently flirting with losses against 4s as well. So it's been chaos.
And I love how Noah does the translation.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, he translates it into March Madness terms, which everyone I'm sure is watching this is familiar. Has played March Madness, bet on March Madness, the brackets. But I'm telling you, and Noah has been on this market early and often. Former college baseball pitcher himself. Like, this is now that they're airing all the games on ESPN. Ryan, as someone who we have access to a bunch of TVs, it's great to throw this on.
Half of God's eyes on college baseball.
The action's awesome, and it's very exciting, especially if you got a day job and you just want a second screen going while you're working. College baseball is a great it's a great sport to sweat and to get in gambling wise. No, let's talk about some teams you like. One team I know you're super high on is a team that's been in the news for other reasons, their football program, but you like North Carolina and their baseball program. What do you like about them, and how far do you think they can go in this tournament?
Well, I thought North Carolina got a great draw because the book on them is they've got one of the best pitching staffs. I think it's the best pitching staff in the country. You have the ACC Pitcher of the Year in Jake Knapp. You have probably a blue chip top 10 pick in the 2026 MLB draft and Jason DeCaro following him. And it was a young lineup. And those 2 pitchers, along with the strong staff, allowed that lineup to grow throughout the season. And all of a sudden, the offense is peaking at the right time. They get a great draw with some other non-threatening offenses. So a lot of these teams in their regional have pitching identities, and that really allows North Carolina's strength to play up compared to the rest of the other 3 teams in their regional. And if you look across in their super regional pairing, it would have been Oregon if chalk holds. They are currently down 6-3 to Utah Valley in the 7th inning. And all of a sudden, you might not be facing another 1 seed in the super regional next round next weekend. I really like North Carolina's path to get to Omaha, not only get there, but I think they can win it with the strength of that pitching. So Tar Heels 10-1 to win it all in the College World Series. I love it.
Let's go. Nice to have a little future there.
Just get there so Belichick can be in the crowd. We need some Belichick.
Oh, Belichick at Rocco's. And of course,
last
make
year
sure
we saw
you tune in.
Last year we saw the all-star lineup for Tennessee with Morgan Wallen. You had Josh Heupel there. Rick Barnes was out there. Peyton Manning. Like, they all had the same suite. That was pretty cool. So yeah, Belichick could definitely show up.
Yeah, and of course, Follow the Money and Money Moves with Stormy. They're all going to be out there doing a big road trip. Derek, Big Balls, and I think Bill's going to be out there. It's going to be the whole VSiN crew. They're doing live shows from Rocco's out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure awesome. Derek will be purchasing a lot of Jello shots. So Noah, I think Noah's going out there as well. Noah, head over there. Tell him you've run into Derek, and maybe you can get you a couple Jello shots. Who's another team you think has a chance to win it all in the College World Series?
I like the Bayou Bengals. I think they got a pretty cupcake draw in their regional. There's no other power program there from a power conference. I'm not looking ahead of Dallas Baptist. I just think when you look at LSU's pitching staff, it is much better than what I call Dallas Bombers University, for DVU, their abbreviation there. And if you look past this regional, I think they also drew a weaker super regional that Clemson is the 1 seed. I thought there's kind of been some holes in their roster for most of the season. West Virginia is a strong 2 out of the Big 12 that played a weak schedule this year. And then you have Kentucky, who is probably one of the weaker resumes that got into the NCAA tournament. So if LSU's just able to survive against Dallas Baptist in this regional, which I think they will be able to, because Alex Box is one of the best home environments in college baseball. The fans, I mean, we know it with LSU football. They are nuts. Just imagine that environment inside Death Valley at Alex Box. It's nuts. And they've got the best 1-2 punch in the starting rotation, I think, in the country, and Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson, both of them top 5 nationally in strikeouts. And I think that's going to play really well in Omaha. They're my runner up. I also have a little bit on them to win it all too at plus 600.
Now, of course, one of the markets we were talking to you on the Sports Gambling Podcast, and make sure you subscribe to Noah's podcast, the of course College Baseball Experience. I know a market you like is for these teams to make the College World Series. Now, these are technically the regionals. They're playing in these group pools for the right. The 8 teams end up making it to Omaha for the official World Series. But give us one of your favorite to make the College World Series, because they have those markets. A lot of books are offering. What's one of your favorite plays there, Noah?
Yeah, I know the program, so I'm going to cater to my listeners. I'll give you the long shot. That's Stetson.
Let's go.
I love these Hatters. They're 22-1 currently. I mean, they won their first game, so it's probably going to shorten up quite a bit here. But they were 66-1 in the preseason. I gave them out then. My handicap is still basically the same. This is a very talented pitching staff again. The team as a whole had 14 players playing in the Cape Cod League over the summer last year. And basically that's where a lot of the best college baseball players come together to play in a summer league. And it's a true test of talent. The only other team that had more talent in the Cape Cod League, more players there, was Vanderbilt. They're your number 1 overall seed. So I think that's like a display of the strength that is on the Stetson team. We just saw Jonathan Gonzalez go 6 very strong shutout innings against NC State. The 3 seed Stetson blows out the Wolfpack, and now they're awaiting the 1 seed, and they have the hammer because Stetson was not the home team in the first game, and Auburn was. If Auburn holds on and beats Central Connecticut State here, Stetson would be the home team against the number 1 seed in the regional, and you have to love that with the strength of this pitching staff and how well the offense played today.
Awesome stuff, Noah. Very good as always. What's another
real quick? Because the other thing with LSU, if they get back to Omaha, they have a chance to. I don't know if you're aware of their record with the Jello shots.
Yeah. Did they set the record last year?
2023, they had a ridiculous like 60, almost 69,000 Jello shots.
Oh my god!
Someone came in over the top and bought a ridiculous amount and to go back. So whatever Derek is going to do to set the record, he's going to have to go past 69,000 Jello shots for a single school.
Nice. Well, maybe I'll do it. All right. No, 1 minute on the clock. Give us one more bet. It could be a game, a future, something this weekend, something down the line. One more bet, 1 minute left. What do you like? College baseball.
1 minute speed round. I'll go Florida State plus 275 to get to Omaha. I also like Texas plus 150, Ole Miss plus 400. I mean, they're in a dogfight right now against the 4 seed as well in Murray State. Those three are all kind of my value 1 seeds to get there. Florida State has a tough regional, which created some value. Northeastern was their 2 seed. It was a strong mid-major with the best pitching staff in the country. Mississippi State took them down today, so that team may have been a paper tiger, and now I'm sitting with really good value on the Seminoles. Texas, they also were one of those teams that I thought had a favorable regional, and their super regionals not super tough on paper to me. And then Ole Miss, they would just have a tough super regional draw at Georgia. But I think that lineup and the pitching staff, it's a really balanced team overall. A lot of experience. Their starting rotation all returned from the 2022 College World Series team that won it all. So there's experience there with the Rebs at plus 400 that you can't pass up.
Love it. Great stuff. And subscribe to the College Baseball Experience. Ryan, when we return, NFL Game of the Year picks. Let's go.